Dear friends, welcome to Tech Nursery. In this video, I am going to explain how to call a method in child component from parent component in React.js. That means I have a requirement, I have a method in my child component. I need to call this method from its parent component in React.js. I will explain it with simple example code. If you check my screen, you can see that I have imported forwardRef useImperativeHandle from React. React and useState are common. This is my child component. I have used forwardRef here and I have props and ref which are passed from parent component. We will discuss about parent component later. I have useState counter. Here I used useImperativeHandle and ref and a arrow function. Inside this arrow function, I have my increment method, which will increment the count state by 1 and call the sector set count. So I used useImperativeHandle in this way. This useImperativeHandle in this way. This increment method is inside this useImperativeHandle. Then I have my JSX div count. It will print the count on the screen. So in my child component, I have my increment method. I use useImperativeHandle to useImperativeHandle hook inside this child component in this way. I have forwardRef here, useImperativeHandle here. Now let us go to the parent component. Our requirement is I need to call this increment method which is in child component. I need to execute. I need to call this increment method from. So parent component I have useRef. So in parent component I have a child ref constant variable initialized with the useRef. Here I have a handle increment. Inside handle increment I referenced child ref dot current dot increment. This child ref dot currents points to this child component and child ref dot current dot increment calls method inside that child component, which is this increment. Inside JSX return command, I have a div parent child component here. I passed ref props with child ref, this child ref. So using useRef in the parent component, passing the reference to the child component, I can call this increment method inside this parent component. We need to use this forwardRef useImperativeHandle and in the child component useRef in the parent component, because basic concept is that React is a unidirectional. We can pass data props from parent to child only. It is not possible to pass data from child to parent because it is not bidirectional, to and from and to, only from to the parent to the child only, single direction, unidirectional. Okay, so we have to use these hooks, forwardRef, useImperativeHandle and useRef hooks in order to implement this. Thank you.